Hey everyone, this is Tyler, and today I'm going to be going over ordering in the PAR client. First thing we're going to do is open the ordering tab, and you'll see that you have a number of options up here. Almost every time we use this system, we're going to use full, critical, or selective. There are cases where you may want to use emergency stock, such as the holidays coming up and you know your staffing is going to be down. So you might want to order an emergency days worth or 2 days worth of extra stock for a floor to support that smaller crew. The first one we'll go over in full is the full order. You could either do a full facility, a full room, or a full replenishment source. Reasons you might use this are your automated orders did not go through this morning, and I need to place orders for all of my different locations. Or maybe I had orders this morning, but I'm going to have a holiday tomorrow and I want to run another quick order just while I have my staff. So we could come in here, set our filters, press next, and at the point I hit submit, this is going to submit an order for cardiac. The next one we're going to go into is critical. Now, this only works if you have critical levels set for your products in your area. If you do not have critical levels set, this is not going to do anything for you. Reasons you might use this is if you do have those critical levels set in a room, and say you wanted to do a full order every other day and a critical order on the opposite days so that they are mostly keeping full, but you're watching for any critical items, this could help save your staff some time. Same process, set our filters, next, submit builds that order. Our third option, selective, this is probably the one that's going to be most likely used if you need additional things in your room. Same filters. But now when we hit next, it's going to bring up a list of items that are actually at or below the reorder point. Our options are at or below critical, which this room either does not have critical level set or has nothing currently below critical level. At or below reorder point, which will be at or below the reorder point set for the facility. Below par level, which will include every single item that they've used at least one of, or above par level. And really all this listing is for is to give you an idea of what you could do to reduce stock in that area. Generally speaking, we'll be going with at or below reorder point or at or below critical level. If we were in here and we felt that they were going to have a run on one of these items, we can go over to the order quantity and change that to a higher or lower number. We can zero all of these items if we would want to put in custom values. And if we changed a bunch of things and just wanted to go back to the originals, we could hit reset all. On the next screen, we'll be given the option to add items to that order. We are able to add any item that is currently in that room. So if we happen to know that I want some extra bedpans because they're having a rough day, we could come in and we can add that as well. After we've done our additions, we hit next. It's going to give us a summary of it. And once we hit submit, that will send our order through. For emergency stock, we set the same filters. Next. Now we're going to say how much we want. You can see by default it's pretty high. For a holiday, I would suggest no more than 2 days of each item. And you can run the daily use, I believe, up to 180 80 days. Down here, we can also filter that further. We can include all items used during the above period, or we could say, hey, I only want the ones that they use 2 or 3 of every day. We'll hit next. It'll give us a list of what those items are and how many of each of those that we should take up to support the extra time frame. Just like in the other ones, if we want to change this, we can always change these directly, zero them all, reset them all. We press next. We can add any items that are in that room. Again, if we hit search, it'll bring up our whole list of what we're allowed to order. We hit next. It's going to give us a summary that's ordering the 31 lines for 2 extra days worth of stock for 1 East Cardiac. If we hit submit, we send through that order. That covers all of our ordering options that we would normally use in the network. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Supply Chain Management. And thank you for watching the video.